Well, it is Tuesday night and I'm loading up for SilverLake. So went and picked up a tow rig, the 3.5 EcoBoost, and just filled up the trailer to spec. So now it's time to get the race truck. I've spent the last, I'd say, 2 weeks working on the truck, just fixing a bunch of minor issues. So time to get loaded on the trailer. And just like that, we've got the truck loaded up. What makes this super interesting is that when I get to SilverLake, I'm actually going to unload the truck, and I've got my rooftop tent mounted right here. So once I get to the campsite, pop it open, I'll have a nice place to stay, and then I'll just have this truck beside the trailer and that one also beside it. So yeah, pretty excited about this. Like the new link setup, cannot wait to test it out some more. And yeah, it's just so sweet. So we'll strap it down, back it up, and start packing everything into the truck and into the tow truck. It is an hour and 15 minutes later. I have everything packed up, strapped down, and ready to go. So all I have to do is pack everything inside that I'm taking, load up in the morning, and head on out. Well, it is now the next morning. All the straps are all tight, everything's loaded. So it looks like it's time to head out to work. I am now about 10 miles into my drive. Just went through the mountain, and it looks like all of my changes that I did a couple weeks ago worked. So put a 160-degree thermostat in, new charge pipe, and then fixed a coolant line that had a hole in it that was just leaking out all the coolant. So right now, everything's staying nice and cool. It's towing pretty well. Could be a little better, but you know, cheap trailer stuff. So yeah, drive the rest of the way to work. It is just past 4 o'clock, and I left work, and now I'm on my way through Nashville up to SilverLake. So looks like our first stop is going to be at Buc-ee's in Kentucky. So I guess I'll see you guys there. I don't know if my ETA has changed at all. Just cruising through, just got through Nashville, but the traffic is insane. And the trailer's really wide, so it makes it a little difficult to do this, but we shall prevail. Oh man, this is the emptiest Buc-ee's I've ever seen. But good for me because I need gas and I need food. So I've only used about 15 gallons so far, but decided to go ahead and just fill it up. 253. Crazy.
Gotta love Reddit. Ah yes, the bowl of dust-covered, dried out.
Just got into Indiana 5 miles ago and stopped at Walmart just to get a couple things. Breakfast, small little snack for lunch tomorrow on the road, and now we're off for a couple more hours of driving. We've got quite a few more hours, 4 hours and 47 minutes till the museum that I'd like to get to. I'll probably stop about an hour or two shy of it tonight. It's only 9:30, eating my Buc-ee's sandwich, just cruising.
But there's still time for me to change my organization.
Okay, and it affects the deer population.
Stopped to get $87 worth of gas and ended up changing a tire for a family because they didn't have a jack or sockets. So that was interesting, but looks like we've got about 45 minutes to the next rest stop. and that's where we'll be for tonight. It is currently 1:30 in the morning, and I pulled off at this very full rest stop, so I am gonna go to bed. See you in the morning. Well, woke up to a little bit of a slow leak. On this tire, kind of figured it was going to happen. I was also kind of hoping that changing that tire for that family last night would have gotten me out of this, but it's not the case. Luckily, onboard air here, so just waiting for it to fill up, and then I'll fill this guy up, and I'll be good to go. And just like that, we're back up to 55 PSI. Still looks a little low, but that's just because there's a lot of weight. So, time to go see some cars.
You can tell that it's a song of, I don't know, like exist, I don't know. But Epic Mealtime, they talk about dead YouTube channels, and
Seriously, history boy? Are you? That's fair. And you know what? We need to talk about that.
the world's largest
Two rivers there, right?
Tigris and Euphrates.
Well handled. This is called the Fertile Crescent sometimes. It's just
First official stop, the Gilmore Car Museum in Hickory Corner, Michigan. Cool Ford stuff over there, so I guess we'll go check that out. So far, so good. And that was pretty cool. So on to lunch and then on to SilverLake.
Business yet.
Yep.
And if you're young,
So we're on the southeast side of Grand Rapids, getting gas for the last time until we get to Mears, and then I'm gonna fill up that and this. So still have to stop for lunch, but that's easy. Amazing lunch, and now it's on to SilverLake. About an hour, we're gonna stop once more to fill that truck up, and we'll be out on the dunes. I'm having coolant issues again on this truck. Starting to overheat a little bit, so I've been going a little easy on it now. Got 40 minutes till SilverLake, so I don't want to have any issues.
I don't know. I could try to go by a cool nickname. That seem predictable and reliable aren't. So you know, I go to Nicaragua a lot. Work down there, right?
Right.
And I've been getting updates. We were supposed to send people down from our church to go and work with our friends down there. Well, they're supposed to be there right now as we're recording. And a day before go time last week.
Headed to the store this morning after a first hectic day because I forgot shampoo. Whoops. I also didn't buy firewood, so it was a little cold. But we'll see what happens today. They're closed until 9. Look at how massive these showers are. Huge. nice water pressure, and it's really hot. Friday morning, back going out on the dunes. So, see how this goes. Well, gave a bunch of rides to people this morning. Met some other people that want to get rides this afternoon. But right now I'm on the way to the airport, pick up my dad. And then we'll just drive all the way back. So Grand Rapids, about an hour drive. So just cruise down there and cruise back, and we'll get back to the sand. And when we get back, everybody else should be here. So pretty stoked.
Double jump, dude.
Well, we found a jump.
That looked good. We're in a wheelie all the way across the hill. Oh, yeah.
Now this is starting to look more like a group. Elliot and Kyle just rolled in. Yeah!
Brother, that looked really good.
Night ride things. All trucks. Tundra. Super cool. Lights on, and we just blasted through the park, and now just let everything cool off for a second, let everybody get here, and then we'll take off again.
Come on, man. Paul, it's quite peaked at the top. You might have to carry speed, or you might want to bag the idea.
Oh, boy.
I didn't make it. Are you stuck?
How steep is that lip right on the right side of you, Paul? I'll come up over the right side.
Poor Paul.
Is it a deep or a steep lip on the right side of you?
Over there, we got 3 trucks stuck up here. The Tundra is a buddy, so we gotta get him too. Caleb was right, it is a lot easier. Paul only got stuck like maybe 2 seconds slower than he would have on the other side.
Alright, I'm gonna come up the right side of you, Paul. I'm gonna try to get as close to you as I can.
Ran over a bunch of fucking stumps on the bottom. stuck on the third hill, I can see you. And I just filled the whole cab full of sand.
I'm fucking stuck. I'm stuck. I don't know if it's gonna back up. Well, fuck. Time to get those max
The
tracks.
forward truck's stuck.
Are we gonna go backwards with the other one?
I think so. Did I get the G-ring back? It is now Saturday morning at the gas station getting gas. Everybody's over there getting food, and gonna install my front bypasses today, and then we'll get back out there. Quite a few people coming up today, so it'll be a good day. Out here today driving, small little fan fuse blew, but getting that replaced, and we're all just kind of huddled up around him so he doesn't get hit. It's so sweet. Got the new shocks in today, and they're nice. Got to sit here and tune them, but it's amazing.
Oh, hell no, baby.
Sunday morning, truck. I forgot my wallet like an idiot, so I had to break out my emergency cash. But waiting on everybody to get their food, and then back to the dunes we go. Well, this doesn't look good. Something on Garrett's front end broke on that last lap. What's going on, Garrett? I broke the inner and it sheared my lower control arm bolt off. Damn. But I've got a new inner and a new outer, so. Like inner tie rod? Yeah, because I've kept the stock ones, it just pulled it right apart. Oh my God.
Uni-ball, that's what broke. I heard that.
Yeah. Dang. Because I think it let go and then the tire went like this, and I hit that big whoop right there.
Because the lower is like buried in sand.
Yeah. I figured now's a good time in the video to explain what happened. So this lower control arm bolt that holds the spindle to the lower either broke or the nut came loose and let go. So you can see here, the tie rod actually didn't break. It bent here at the ball joint, and then it bent down here at the threads. It went back into the coil, and that's what bent the coil. So I got a new shock shaft put on it, which you'll see in a second, and then I just replaced the inner with a new one and got a new bolt, and I was good to go. So we'll just run up to Silverback and get a new bolt, and we'll be back out here. I got a new inner and outer.
I love your outfit.
Sounds good. At least it's early in the day. It's not nighttime like when everything's been happening to us this trip.
We're held up on test.
Yeah. Hey guys. Their truck's looking pretty with the paint out here. Oh yeah.
Windshield's dirty. Don't look at that. It's got all the bugs on it.
Good thing you brought a shovel.
Yeah. Man, I was just gonna get these painted.
Looks like there's some more damage than we thought. The whole coilover's bent.
Looks like that came up and hit the upper control arm maybe.
Yeah. But he's gonna try to get a bolt through that lower to knuckle junction and limp this thing out to the campground.
Heat up for you here?
Yeah, if we can go up to a tad more.
Oh, the whole oh shit.
A little bit more? A little bit more?
Coming out of the bottom.
A little bit more? Alright. It's hot as hell. Every single one of us has a black t-shirt on.
Yeah. Nobody makes cool t-shirts.
Yeah,
why?
I
don't know.
Why do all the fab shops and everything only make black shirts?
Especially when they're all in California.
Right.
Yeah. They do white shirts. That's too much pit stain. Yeah. This black is thinning, which is not working on me because I still look fat and
Matt's
color
trying to call right now.
Not me. Yeah, somebody was. Yeah, you can really see the bend in the tie rod and the coilover now with the wheel off.
Should take it off so it doesn't damage anything inside.
Well, what an adventure that was. Driving through the dunes this morning, trying to catch up with everybody, doing 80, and ended up having a lower control arm bolt between the spindle and the lower control arm come out. Tire went back into the door and completely stuffed it. I was like, you know, who cares? Put a new bolt in there, we'll be good to go. Found out that it bent my shock. So let's see. Hard to see, but yeah, that's bent towards the reservoir. So luckily, Langer Racing has a spare and they're willing to rebuild it tonight. I'm not looking forward to that bill, but excited to be able to drive for 2 more days. So gonna go get in the water with all the boys, and then Langer should be ready for me in a couple hours. So make the hour and 15-minute drive down there, get this rebuilt, come back up, hopefully be able to be out there for the night run tonight, and then have some fun tomorrow and Tuesday. First time doing 4-wheel drive stuff at SilverLake. This is sweet. It's currently 9:30. I am about to pull up to Langer Racing in Grand Rapids, and the guy that I've spoken to quite a bit in the past in the Raptor Swap page, his name's Drew. He was actually able to source a shaft for my shock, so he's gonna install that for me, and hopefully I'll make it back to the campsite at a reasonable time. I'll get slapped back together, and then the only thing I'll have to do in the morning is run out at 7:30 and get a new tie rod, because apparently mine is not in my bag. So go get a new tie rod at 7:30, hopefully be on the dunes at 8:30 in the morning for the last day of driving. Last night I drove up to Langer Racing in Grand Rapids and they were able to fix my shock for me. So the last thing is I need a inner tie rod for that side of my truck and then we'll be back at it. So driving a couple minutes to Napa and gonna grab the inner, grab a new boot on there, and then we'll go back to the campsite, install it all, and hopefully we'll be in line for when they open at 9. $60 later, and I've got a new inner tie rod. All I had was the premium, but I don't really care. I don't really want it to fall apart. So on to SilverLake we go. So right now, my friend Anthony from Tennessee came up here around the same time to go visit his dad, and I told him if he was able to make it to SilverLake, I'd give him a ride, and just so happened he did. So I'm gonna go meet up with him, and then hopefully show him what the truck scene's all about.
It's his truck there?
Well, I met up with Anthony and his dad, and we are now headed out to the dunes, and I'm gonna give him a ride. Already, I adjusted the compression in the front bypasses, and it already feels a ton better. So I'm pretty excited about that.
You see that one fender flapping? Got the money wrapped up that something in it. Right.
Pretty good.
Good end to a SilverLake trip. I'm here in Indianapolis, just ate some Chick-fil-A for dinner, and the tire is almost flat again. So I'm gonna fill it back up with the truck, and that should get me the last 5 hours home. I didn't really air it up that much this morning, so I'll crank it up, get it home, and then I think I'm just gonna need to get a new wheel because this is a brand new tire, brand new valve stem. So I think that's somewhere the wheel's just leaking. So buy a new one when I get home, slap it on, and it should be good to go from now on. Got everything aired up, checked all the straps. Another 5 hours to home. And just like that, the 2024 SilverLake trip is over. Can't wait for next year though. It's gonna be sweet.